Okay, I am Sherry Moore, and I'm the owner of Yosha Tours, and Mark and I have been working together, oh my gosh, a long time, Mark, huh?
Over a decade.
Yeah, I think it's over, 10 or 11 years, and I love working with him, love going on the tours with him. You're going to have a great time. A couple of things first. We need to make sure everybody has your e-visa, and you have to, if you haven't gotten it yet, you have to go online and do it. Now, I have found I've traveled like 3 or 4 times since they have put this into effect. And I found sometimes they ask for it and sometimes they don't. But you should be prepared to have it either on your phone, a picture of it on your phone to show them, or a printed copy because they might ask for it. Okay. Now, the way it works, nobody has a ticket. They're all e-tickets. So what's going to happen is you're going to go to the airport and you're going to go to the kiosk of the airline and you're going to slip your passport in the little kiosk slot. You don't need a confirmation number. You don't need anything. Just stick your passport in and your boarding passes will come out. So that's all you need to do. Any questions about that? Okay. So then what will happen is you'll get to the gate, you get on the plane, you're going to get to Israel, and you're all going to get off the plane. Everything, all the signs are in English, so you don't have to worry about where to go. Just follow the baggage claim, and customs. And probably many of you are going to be together that are, in the Chicago flights or the Seattle flights. But after you leave the passport control area, you're going to enter into the baggage claim area. As soon as you get there, you're going to see somebody with a sign that says Mark Biltz. So what you're going to do is go up to that lady, and she'll be, you can't miss her. As soon as you go through customs, she's right there. And she's going to say to you, this is if you're with the group flights, obviously. If you're not with the group flights, there's not going to be anybody there. We'll talk about that in a minute. But she will say, okay, you're with the group. Your luggage is on carousel, whatever it is, and meet me wherever. And so what she's going to do is after you all have collected your luggage and you walk over to her, she's going to take everybody out together to meet the guide.
Like we did before.
Okay. So stay in a group for that. Now, what's going to happen is those that are arriving earlier, which is a Chicago group, are going to wait until the Seattle group comes. So it's going to be a little bit of a wait. So you'll have time to go to the restroom. You'll have time. There's a nice coffee shop there. You can get a coffee if you want. You can have a little bit of time for the next group to come in. And then everybody will go to the bus, load the bus, and we'll go to the hotel together. The hotel is about, again, depending on traffic, 2.5 hours away.
Oh.
So you're going to have a little bit of a drive to get to the hotel. Those of you that are on coming in on your own, you won't have the person meet you, but everything is kind of the same. You get your luggage, you walk out into this big reception area. If you've gotten a private transfer from us, there'll be somebody there with again, a little sign with your name on it. So that's how that works. If you're waiting for the group, if you're there and you're coming earlier and you're waiting until the group arrives, that coffee shop is there. There's chairs. You can sit, relax, get a coffee, and just wait for the group. Okay?
The hotel we're staying at.
It's on your itinerary.
In Galilee.
Yeah, we're staying at the David's Harp Hotel, which is a new hotel. It was built brand new right before October 7th. So it's had Israelis staying in it, but not a whole lot of tourists, and it's a really, really nice hotel. I've stayed in it myself 3 times. Great. Food is fantastic.
Sherry, I have a question about the boarding passes. Should we expect to get the boarding passes for the next leg of flight when we're in Seattle?
Yes, if you're on the group flights, yes.
Okay.
So in other words, we're flying from Seattle to what, Frankfurt?
Yes.
So at Frankfurt, do we have to get another boarding pass or do we get it initially in Seattle? I know last time some people didn't get their connecting flight.
You should get it in Seattle.
Okay.
Or Chicago. You should.
Sherry, how many buses are there?
2.
Thank you.
We have well, it's a little bit fluid right now. We have like 93 people.
Oy, oy.
What
Yeah, it'll
about
be
the
fun.
Boston flights?
Pardon me?
What about
Yeah,
the
yeah, you're
Boston
a little bit
flight?
different. You're just a little bit different, but yeah, I can talk to you personally about that. It's going to be the same thing for you. You're going to come out. What you all are going to need to do as soon as you come out of passport control, I mean, try and get through passport control as fast as you can, because the Seattle people coming in at 3:30, you're coming in around 4.
Oh, okay.
But with that many people, you're probably going to be you'll probably catch up with them, but don't dawdle too much. Okay.
Okay.
And there'll be a guide out there with a sign that says Mark Bills.
Okay.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Just right back to that e-visa that you're talking about. It's just a printed piece of paper, right? I mean,
Yes.
they don't send you anything. It's just, oh, okay, you've been approved, and you just print out what it is that.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure if it was something more official than that.
No, this
thank
is very official.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Doesn't look very official, but it is. All right, let's see. What you should probably do is get shekels ahead of time. I wouldn't wait until you get to Israel to get shekels or dinar. In Jordan, it is dinar. And what you can do is get them from your bank ahead of time, or you can get them at the Seattle airport or the Chicago airport. There's a place for exchange here. But I would not recommend waiting until after you get there. You probably don't need a lot of shekels, but you are going to need some, because some of the lunches we're going to have, you're not going to be able to use a credit card. I use a credit card a lot in Israel, but I will let you know whether or not you can use a credit card depending on where we are. There are some places in Israel I do not use a credit card, like in the shuk, which is like the marketplace. I don't use a credit card there. But most every place else, you can use your credit card. You might have to, depending on your credit card, you may have to let them know ahead of time you're going to be in Jordan and Israel, so they don't lock it. So you may want to contact your credit card company and make sure that they don't lock it on you. Let them know you're going to be away. Now on the bus, they're going to be giving, they have water for sale. The driver's going to have water, and it's $1 a bottle. So I really recommend that you bring a lot of dollars, because you really want to stay hydrated. Back in the old days, I was a registered nurse, and usually the first sign, many people get dehydration, especially after being on a long flight. So you want to keep hydrated. Don't worry about, oh, I don't want to drink because I don't have to go to the bathroom. We'll stop for anybody that has to go to the bathroom anytime. If you have to go badly, we will stop and you can go, no matter where we are.
Now, one thing I want to bring up is, does anybody have any food allergies? We've had people that were allergic to sesame seeds and didn't know that sesame seed was in their hummus or something, and they needed an EpiPen. Feel free to bring an EpiPen, but we always like to know if anybody has any food allergies before we go. And then, Sherry, some people are asking, should they bring their medication? Should they make sure they have it in their bottle, especially if they're on oxycodone or something?
Yeah, I hope you can get in. Anyway, on that, yeah, I always recommend leaving it in the bottle.
Come on.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they say to do. I mean, I do. I only have one medication, but I bring it in my bottle. And part of the reason is, I mean, you probably aren't going to need to renew it, but if you had to, they have, the dosage and what you're taking right there. I mean, you don't have to, but that's what's recommended. So you can do whatever you like. I mean, I take vitamins. I don't put those in bottles. I put those in baggies.
Water. Can you bring refillables? Like some places, you just hotel, you can refill your bottle. Those little.
Yes, you can definitely bring a water bottle of some sort with you. It has to be empty, but you can bring it. And Israel, Israel is not a third world country. So, I mean, there's water everywhere. And I go to Israel all the time. My son lives there and I drink the tap water. So, the water's fine. And there's going to be places where you can fill your water bottle. Not a problem.
Like everywhere.
Okay. I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do we get backpacks or anything to carry for the days that we're out?
It wouldn't hurt to get a backpack.
But they don't give us a backpack. Right?
Yes. You're going to get 3 things. You're either going to, this is probably going to be the very first day that we get on the bus. Not when you arrive, but the next day. You're going to get a backpack. You're going to get a baseball hat. and you're going to get a map of Israel.
Cool.
And then later, at the end of the trip, you're going to get a gift from me. But I'm going to keep that one as a surprise and not tell you what it is yet. Actually, one thing you're going to get, well, no, I'm not going to tell you. You're getting two things from me, but I'm not going to tell you. But you will get a backpack ahead of time. It's not a huge backpack, but it's a good size that you can take it during the day. Now, the bus is an extremely safe place to keep your belongings, so that if you have a lot of some stuff you're bringing on the bus with you, if you want to bring some snacks or your bottle of water or whatever, you can always leave whatever on the bus if you don't want to take it off to walk to the site. I am one that is a real proponent of keeping your passport with you at all times. You're going to have guides that say you can leave it on the safe. But just a little side note, I was in the Brussels terrorist attack 9 years ago. I think it was 9 years now. And literally, because of the terrorist attack, we had to leave the airport with nothing but our clothes that were on our backs. And thank God my husband had our passports in his pocket. So we got out of the country like days earlier than we would have. So because of that, I tend to keep my passport with me at all times. You can leave it on the bus if you want to. It's because the bus is safe. But that's just me and my preference.
Well,
Now, the other thing is you dress in Israel is extremely casual. I wear mostly jeans, wear tennis shoes or something we're going to be walking a lot. So wear whatever shoes are your most comfortable shoes. The weather in Israel, when we're there, I looked at it today, it's probably going to be this is in Jerusalem, it's going to be 77 like the first few days we get there, and going down to like 72 by the time we leave. Now that's in Jerusalem. In the Galilee, it's warmer, and in the Dead Sea, it's warmer. Jerusalem is a little bit cooler because it's higher. But again, I would bring sweater, sweatshirt, maybe a raincoat, possibly. We probably will not have a rain, I doubt, but a jacket that maybe if it does rain, you might want a hood or something. But very casual clothes. Now, the last day, our flights were changed. The airlines are always doing this to us these days. On so many of my groups, they're changing flights at the last minute. So they changed our flights, and everybody was leaving at 5:15. Now we're leaving at midnight. So what we've done is we've kept your hotel rooms for that last day. Now, some of you are leaving later, not to worry, but those that are on the group flights, we're going to keep your hotels for you, and we're going to come back after sightseeing. You're going to, you can shower if you want to. We're going to have dinner at the hotel, and then you're going to be leaving to go to the airport. Those that are staying another day, like leaving at 5:15, we're going to have a bus that'll take you all also. If you are on the 7 a.m. flight, and I have a group of you that are taking a 7 a.m. flight, just, let me know, contact me, send me an email, and let me know whether or not you want to go on the bus with the 5:15 group, or you're going to get your own transportation, like your own taxi, and go a little bit later. If you want to go at 5:15, a little bit early with the group, you're more than welcome. We'll have room on the bus, but let me know, because I have a list of what everybody's doing like every minute almost. So I want to make sure we can get you to the airport on time. What other questions do you have? Let me see if there's anything else you have for me too. Oh, I want to tell you, I also don't bring a lot of really nice jewelry when I'm on this trip. I tend to leave my jewels, I mean, whatever at home, so it's just nicer, especially Mount of Olives. Israel's extremely safe, but Mount of Olives, sometimes they have professional pickpockets there. And so one of them will say, hey, do you want to buy these postcards? And while the other one is pickpocketing to get your attention off. So the guide will probably tell you that too. So that's the only place I would really worry a little bit about watching your stuff
You say that was
really carefully.
Temple Mount.
Mount of Olives.
Yeah.
Temple Mount is not a problem. I've never had a problem there. And I personally have never had anybody and any of my passengers ever have anything stolen, but it's kind of a known thing. If you want to be baptized in the Jordan River, we're going to be going to a place called Yardenit in the Galilee up there. And at this site, if you want to be baptized, they require you to purchase or purchase a white robe. And so I think it's $15 now is the price. So if you want to be baptized, keep in mind, bring $15 for that, or you can probably use your credit card. And Mark usually kind of baptizes everybody together, but we'll do that when we get there. Again, keep in mind, this is not America. And even though it's not a third world country, it is totally a different culture. And you'll see it's a different culture there. One thing you'll see is at breakfast, first of all, you guys, the food there is phenomenal. And all the restaurants we're going to, it's all you can eat buffets. So if you do have food allergies or, preferences, you're probably going to find lots of stuff to eat. But now I lost my train of thought, what I was going to say about the food.
Dairy and meat.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Thank you. So at breakfast, it's going to be all dairy because in Israel, they don't mix meat and dairy, except for maybe a few restaurants, but very, very, very few. So you're going to have cheeses and all kinds of that sort of thing at breakfast, but at dinner, there's no dairy. So don't expect to have cream and coffee at dinner, okay? Because it's not served. And just respect that, and no butter either at dinner. So just, keep in mind, there are going to be some cultural differences and just some things are going to be different.
On the dairy, question on the dairy, go ahead.
I'm allergic to dairy, so do I have some option for breakfast?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they have lots and lots and lots of salads and
Great
fish.
salad. Yes.
Fish, salads, fruit. I mean,
So yummy. Nosh nosh.
yeah. Anybody have any specific questions for me or any questions?
Yeah.
Excited for that cheese.
Yeah.
Pardon me?
Go ahead.
I want to ask him about cash and stuff. She already covered that.
Terry, what about
Oh.
tipping?
All the tips are covered. That's included in the price of your trip.
Nice.
I just thought of something I
Okay.
want to let you know. In Jordan, now Jordan is more of a third world country. Again, a totally different culture. You're going to see that when we go into Jordan. But I'm going to check with the driver, and I'm sure it's going to be okay. But in Jordan, we go through customs, and if you have any Judaica, they confiscate it. So keep that in mind that maybe you might want to buy more of your Judaica after we get back from Jordan. I'm going to talk to the driver and find out if he will allow us to keep, if we have bought anything, to keep it on the bus, which is staying in Israel, because we're going to get a new driver and a new bus and everything new when we cross over into Jordan. Keep that in mind that maybe you might want to save until after we get back to get more of the Judaica.
Sherry, I've got a question in regards to the hotels. Will they be letting us know where the bomb shelters are? Heaven forbid.
Yes. We will do that, go over that each night. Now, I've been to Israel many times since October 7th. And the first 2 times I went, I never ever heard a siren. This last time that I went, and then even when I went when Mark and I were there in May, it went off once, I think. Once. And most of the Israelis were like, including our driver and guide, stayed out on the street because we were getting ready to load the bus. And most of us we walked downstairs, like this kitchen area is where the bomb shelter was at the hotel. And we came out in like 2 minutes and they were out there, oh, look at the sky. It's kind of, look at that. So, but we will let everybody know where it is. And they give it, I personally, I don't foresee any problem. I really don't. But I mean, you never know, but we will let you know where it is, just so you know, to be on the safe side. Most of the time we're going to be together, and it's only going to be at night, but we'll ask the hotel. Every hotel is a little bit different.
Yeah, I guess
The
I
other
had
thing
a
I want to say
question.
about Jordan, one more thing about Jordan while I'm thinking about it. In Jordan, even at dinner, all drinks cost money, even water. They don't put pitchers of water on your table in Jordan. So even if you want water, you have to pay for it. So keep that in mind, that you want to bring in a little extra dinar to pay for your drinks.
I
But you had a
guess that was
question,
my
Rod.
Yeah, that was my next question was, you suggested getting some shekels and some dinar, but any specific type of amount? 'Cause I know last time I was there, like Israel accepted US dollars pretty handily and then credit cards, but as far as an amount of shekels, like, $50 worth or 75 or
Well,
hard
we're
to
going to
say.
have to do lunches. So we're going to have a few lunches that are paid for, but not all of them. And depending also on how much, you want, like snacks and stuff. I always recommend going and getting this iced coffee someplace. So I'll have certain things I'll have to tell you guys, we've got to do this together. And that you might need cash for that. But most places do, I don't know. Sometimes I say 200, but that might be too much.
See,
So if we get
Especially,
some shekels and some dinar, and we don't spend it all, are we able to return it and get?
yes.
Here in the United States, you can return it too.
Yeah, whenever you don't use, you can return. Now, of course, there's a little bit of fee each time you buy it and each time you take it back. But yeah, they'll take it back.
I have a question.
Yep.
On the baptism place,
Mhm.
is there, when we're getting baptized, is there any kind of, like, is someone there taking a picture of us?
There's usually someone that takes a picture of everyone being baptized, and then you can buy the picture.
Right.
We all go down together,
Yep,
not one at a time.
yeah, it goes a lot quicker.
Goes a lot quicker. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right. 93 of us. Cool.
Yeah, with 93 of us, it's, or maybe not everybody wants to be baptized, but it's still, it's Mark is very efficient. And just make sure you bring bathing suits, something even more, I mean, whatever underneath, because it's white and they get wet, it's like you can see right through it. So be really, make sure you bring something modest.
There's a change in place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Men and women.
Yep.
Yeah, has everyone got their e-visa?
Yes.
Good.
yep.
There are a few places also, mostly the Catholic sites such as Capernaum, Catholic, and you have to pay for a bathroom. So it's shekels, like the coins. So that's why, again, if you're asking Rod about how much, if you might need some for bathrooms also.
Wow.
Not every place, but a few places do charge.
That's like France.
Yeah, in Europe they charge you everywhere, but Israel's a little more kind. Anything else?
Hey, Sherry,
Yes.
it's Eric. There's some questions in the chat. Do you want to look at those?
Okay. I shouldn't I? There looks like there's 6. Oh, distilled water for CPAP. Huh. Yes. I might be able to have that for you on the bus. Let me make a note of the CPAP for the distilled water. I can do that. How many people are going to need distilled water?
I do.
So it's one.
Mark?
Yeah, Mark. I know he has CPAP.
Hello, Sherry. I will also need it for CPAP also.
So this is about what, 5 of you? All right. All right. I will see about getting that for everybody. Yeah, Petra is definitely still on the tour. Petra is an incredible site. And if, Indiana Jones was filmed there, the Temple of Doom was filmed there. Oh, somebody asked about paying for bathrooms, and we just talked about that.
What about the donkey ride?
Camel ride, camel ride.
No, in Petra.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get camel rides. I will never ride a camel again. That's just me.
Mark and I rode a camel together. That was a real fun thing. There are a few kids coming along. Somebody asked about that. Now, oh, I know. Okay. And Petra, what is included in your ticket is a horse ride from point A to point B. What I strongly recommend is you do not tip the guy that puts you on the horse and brings you along until after you do the ride. I was in Jordan one time and I gave my guy his tip as I was getting on the horse, and I got off the horse and he says, "Where's my tip?" And I said, "I already gave it to you." And he goes, "No, you didn't." I said, "Yes, I did." And literally he screamed and yelled at me all the way as I walked out the exit. So do the tip after your ride. I learned on that one. Yeah, don't bring creamer. I wouldn't even bring creamer because somebody asked about bringing creamer for the coffee. Because the hotel can lose their kosher license and they wouldn't be able to operate if there's any dairy at all where the meat is.
In a powder.
So, but in your room, Mark, you gonna say something?
A non-dairy powdered creamer?
Oh, yeah, you can, if it's non-dairy, you can bring it. That's fine. Now in your room also, every hotel that we're in has a, they call it a kumkum in Israel, but it's like a little kettle, water kettle, electric water kettle. And they have coffee packets for you and tea. So you'll have that. So you can go back to your room and drink if you like. I don't know about Eilat. We'll find out when we get there. Somebody asked about a nice outfit for any occasion. We really don't need a nice outfit for anything.
That's good.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really time. I mean, you'll see when you get there, everybody's very, very, very casual. Any other questions?
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
We actually had
There's
one
one
question.
more.
He wants to get out of it.
The electronics for plugging in like your phone and stuff, what outlet do we need for that?
Yeah, because you definitely need the right electrical outlets. They're not what we have here in the United States. I can't speak for the other 7 countries who are coming, but you definitely have to have an Israeli outlet.
Yeah, one for this either Europe or Israel.
Okay.
But yeah, that's Jordania.
In the I think the information packet we gave you, I think we actually have a picture of it.
Oh, thank you.
And I hope everybody got their information packets. And, put your luggage tag that we gave you on your check bag. Oh, another thing. See, I keep thinking of things. Another thing, we have a red bus and we have a yellow bus. You've already been assigned to a bus. And what we're going to do the first day is I'm going to give you a ribbon and you're going to tie that ribbon around your piece of luggage. And it's really going to help the porters when they're distributing luggage. Because what will happen is when we change hotels, the guide is going to say something similar to wake up call is at 6, and I usually do a wake up call at all the hotels. Breakfast at 7, leave your baggage outside your door. And I know in America, we're not used to doing that at all, but it's safe. I've never had anybody's luggage stolen. And then you go down to breakfast at 7, you leave your luggage outside, and then we go to the bus at 8. Now, what's going to happen is you cannot get on the bus until you have actually seen your luggage go under the bus. Then you can get on the bus because we want to make sure we don't leave anybody's bags behind. Okay. Yes.
I have a question for our flight home. I know there's layover. Are we going to be required to take our luggage for the connecting flight? Or do you know if it's just a smooth, they'll take, Lufthansa will take it and
They usually take it all the way through.
Okay.
But what I would do, I mean, it's funny because sometimes it depends upon your agent. I know that sounds crazy. So when you check in, ask them if they're going to keep it all the way through, even though you have that long layover. Another thing, on your bus, when you get on the bus, not the first day when Well, Mark's going to be on the Seattle, so yes, that too. Do not sit, when you get on the bus, do not sit on the first row of seats on the left and the first row of two seats for both sides, because one is for the guide, one is for Mark and Steve on the other bus. Steve's going to be the on the other bus. So they're going to have the front seats. And then I need to be up there also because we're coordinating. So don't sit in the first two rows of seats on both sides.
And the other thing along that line, there is no fixed seats. Everyone has to rotate because people in the back want to be in the front, people in the front want to be in the middle. So there are no assigned seats, but at the same time, purposefully sit in a different seat every time.
To be on a seat, you need to move it.
Well, I'm saying it's a different day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's saying everyone keep your seat for the whole day, but the next day.
That was
For the tour, are we saying?
So Mark, I have some mobility issues. And I would like to sit more towards the front so I can get in and out easily without obstructing the aisle.
Make something work.
Thank you, Mark.
Sherry, more questions
I
in
have
the
a
chat.
question, Sherry.
Yes.
I have a question. This is
Yeah.
Barbara Goals.
Yeah. So we're talking about Duna. Roughly how much should we have it cash? 100? Is it more?
For dinar, you said in Jordan?
Yeah.
That's what I have already gotten out. Yes.
100 should be okay.
That's what I've gotten out. I mean,
Yeah, okay. So they don't accept shekels?
Not in Jordan.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm. And like somebody said, dollars. I have found lately when I've gone, Israel even is a little bit less accepting of dollars. They used to be really accepting of it, but that's when the exchange rate was very different, I think. But they still will take dollars, but not quite as readily as they used to. Okay, let's see. If we have a roommate, will it be the same roommate for each hotel? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Original was
ATMs. Yes, there are ATMs in Israel. Oh, here's a good question. Somebody asked about beach shoes for the Dead Sea. Yes, that's a really good point. The Dead Sea, because of the salt, when you step on, the bottom of the sea, it's sharp. So swim shoes are a really good idea.
Good.
How do we know our roommates?
You can email me. If you want to know your roommate, email me and I will let you know who your roommate is.
When we go to the marketplaces,
Uh-huh.
are they like open market? Do they barter at all?
Yes. Yes. In every place in Israel, they barter.
Absolutely.
Most every place barters. And if you need help, I'll come help you. Because I've been around a lot. They kind of know me and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, that's too much for that. Anyway, I'll help you. If you want to buy, girls, if you want to buy something totally, or guys who have to bring something home to a wife or something, there's a stone that is only mined in Israel. It's called the Elat stone, just like the city. And so it's kind of a fun thing to buy something if you want to do that, that only comes from Israel. So, and I can show it to you after we get there.
Who's the other person from Boston, if I could ask?
Yeah.
What was that?
Who's the other person from Boston that's coming?
I don't know if they're on the call.
Are they on?
Oh, there she is. Yes, she's down there. Yes, I see her. She's waving.
Hi. Just wanted to know.
Let me see. Is the U.S. Embassy on the tour?
No.
No, it's not on the tour, but I mean, we can see timing, whether it's, because we might be able to drive by, or we drive by and they can say this is the embassy.
I would.
I'll find out.
Somebody's asking about what time the Seattle flights leave. It should be in your packet. And if you can email me too if you want to know, I can send it to you. I hope the government shutdowns do not affect us in any way. Somebody's asking. I hope not. I'm praying for no delays in flights or cancellations or anything.
Sherry, one more thing, Sherry.
Yes.
Do we get to go to the money changer when we are at Jerusalem Old Market? The area there, the old city? Because there's a lot of money changer there, and usually they give quite good rates for shekels.
I would use the airport. I've been to, when you're at the Western Wall, a lot of these Arabs will try to do it and they'll completely rip you off.
Okay.
Yeah, it's best to do it before you get in the country, because as soon as we get in the country, it's going to be boom, 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 boom. You'll see. And there's not going to be a lot of time to stray. That's the other thing. We really want you to stick together when we're out walking around, especially in Jerusalem. Everybody needs to stay together. There are a lot of cats in Jerusalem, and they're not really any different than these American cats. So you don't need to be taking 20 pictures of cats and going off and petting them. Don't pet them. They're feral. That's the other thing. So we really need people to stay together. And if we tell you that the bus is leaving at 8, that means the bus is leaving at 8. So you need to be sure you get up and you're on the bus at time. Because if you are a straggler or you're late getting on the bus, if that keeps happening, what ends up happening by the end of the day, we've lost enough time that we can't even go to a site. And I've had that happen before on tours. And we don't want to miss any sites. So really keep up with the group if you can. And if you can't keep up, there's places that people will be able to sit and wait until we get back, and really be on time if possible.
Somebody's asking about free time, Sherry.
There will be free time every evening. Well, some evenings. Mark has some guest speakers that are coming, but there's free time in the evening. And there might be other little bit of free time, like if we're in the old city, there might be some free time. We'll say, go here for lunch and meet back at a certain time, and you can just kind of go off on your own. But we have quite a few, we have a lot of sites we're going to go, and we're in 2 different countries also. The hotel that we're staying at is Mark's favorite in Jordan. We're going to stay in a really, really gorgeous hotel in Jordan. So
it's my favorite too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Grand Tala, are they the same?
Basically.
They're basically.
Taylor Bay, he's asking, and Movenpick, it's the same thing.
Yeah, Movenpick Talibay is the really nice one.
Oh my gosh. YouTube it. Oh my gosh. It's like.
All right. Well, thank you, Sherry. We don't want to take up any more of your Sabbath.
If we want to leave.
Oh, wait a minute. We have to talk about the WhatsApp group.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
So, Jill, you're going to set it up and then I'll send the link to everybody.
Yeah.
So what we normally do on these trips is, it's incredible. It's a WhatsApp. If you do not have that app, WhatsApp, download it now, because this will be a way that we communicate with each other before, during, and if we have to after the tour. So, if something changes and we want everybody to meet here or there, everybody gets it at the same time. Okay. Now, if it's
bunch of pen pals from around the world, all of a sudden you have all these people that you've gotten to know, and we have people from our May group every day that are still WhatsApping each other.
Yeah. We're gonna become best buddies, all of us. It's gonna be great.
Get the green.
Plus, you can share pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might not want to put a whole lot on. Yeah, we could. Just don't share too many, because then everybody's data gets all blown up. But yeah, you can share some pictures, but mostly it's going to be communications. So, yeah.
All righty. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Goodbye, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
See you soon.
Right, shalom.